Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Legacy of the Jedi. Previously, our heroes escaped Corland with a Jedi holocron, and the crew of the Restless Rancor went to Savarkos and braved the spice gangs to find their target. A young Force-sensitive girl named Mila was kidnapped by a Mandalorian mercenary named CT on Malastare. The crew confronted him and found out that Mila was delivered to the planet Dathomir. Angered by his lack of sympathy, Rarvas shot him and knocked him unconscious. The party regrouped at the base of his tower, aiming to get back to their ship and set a course for the Rancor planet.
Go! So excited.
That's actually Ori at the bottom of the tower.
No, she's not feeling so good.
Okay. So you step back out into the streets of Pixelito as the midday crowd goes about their business, completely unaware of the pitched battle that just occurred. You get a few curious glances due to your current condition, but otherwise it seems as though you are mostly unnoticed.
I don't think we have much left to do here.
No, I
Might
think
be
we
time
need
to skedaddle.
Yeah. I say we just head right to the ship.
Okay.
Alright. You weave your way through the streets, mostly keeping your head down and staying quiet. You reach the spaceport and the Restless Rancor, where most of the ground crew seems to have finished tending to your ship and have cleared out of the hangar.
And we're all fueled up.
Mm-hmm.
We paid for fuel last time.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna stash the helmet that I took from the Mandalorian, or whoever he was, with the rest of the Stormtrooper armor that I have kind of been keeping as a trophy, just up in the drop ceiling. Someday, I'm gonna put together a grand museum.
Check in with Katha. To say, like, hey, did everything go okay?
She kind of gives you, like, a once-over, and she's like, yeah, what about you? Did you find her?
No. Sounds like she's off planet. But we got information.
Okay, where to next then?
Dathomir.
Her face kind of drops a little bit. She goes, oh.
Have you ever been?
No.
What do you know about it?
I know that it is a place of darkness.
Do you know who would want to take her there?
I don't.
So, with my role in our previous session, remind me, I had identified this place because somehow galactic knowledge is my forte, and it was a matriarchal planet, right? That was
Yes, it is home to a matriarchal cult.
okay, a matriarchal cult specifically.
Yes.
Okay, and a like Sithy kind of cult.
Yes. They follow the dark side.
Sure. Okay. Fantastic.
I have more questions for Katha, but I could wait until we're in the air and ask her on the long journey.
Okay.
Right? Katha, is there anything else you want to do on planet, or should we head out?
She shakes her head. She's like, no, if you're up for it, I'd rather get going.
Right. I will jump in the pilot's seat and get us on our way out of here.
Okay.
I'll plot a course.
Okay. As you begin your pre-flight checks and the engines are firing up, you hear your comm unit ping. This is Captain Revlem of the Galactic Empire. You recognize the voice as your inspection officer when you landed. You said you had been through Corland, so I ran your identification through our system. It seems the ship was docked in the same hangar bay that ISB agent Torgraf was murdered in. I'm going to need you to power down, step off the ship, and answer a few questions.
Who's in charge today?
That would be Rari Voss.
Oh, that sucks.
I say we just get the frick out of here. And not pay attention to them.
If we were to fly off, what would be the negatives to that? Did I notice any kind of, like, guns or people ready to shoot us out of the sky? What's the security like?
The city doesn't have, walls or turrets or anything like that. On the other hand, what the Empire does, or who they talk to, is sort of a big question mark.
Oh, like we're going to be criminals? Because that's something new to us.
As far as ground-to-air defenses, you did not see many, if any.
Okay. Boss, what do you think?
We need to get out of here. I don't want to answer any of their questions. I say we just take off.
Okay. I'm going to fire us
Buckle up!
All right. Without answering, you lift the ship off the ground and just full throttle into the sky. The Restless Rancor streaks across the sky. Sublight engines push to their limits. As the blue sky begins to turn black, you hear the familiar screech of the TIE fighters on your tail. You have not had the chance to plot a course yet, so we will need to roll initiative here. And we will.
Said. That's okay.
It takes some time.
Okay.
Do we each roll initiative, or is it
Yep.
the ship?
Everyone rolls initiative individually.
I have an 11.
That is lower than I could even get. I have a 17. And I rolled a 5.
You rolled a 4.
I got a -1.
A-
Or not -1 and 1. I was looking at my thing about negative numbers.
Okay. So
You
the
have a
ties will be
negative?
going first.
No,
Okay.
I don't have a negative. I misspoke. I just have a natural 1.
Got it.
And then your crew. The ties close in a little bit, and they fire a couple of warning shots across your bow. It looks like these were intentionally missing. And the TIE fighters, you hear your comm unit ping again, saying, "Last chance, back to planet, or else we fire."
Can you remind me what kind of weaponry we have on this unit?
This one has blaster cannons on the sides. You should have a cheat sheet in your notes here that should give you your attack and damage modifiers.
And have those changed since we leveled it all?
No, I only I factored in just the formula, so you should be able to use those normally.
Okay.
But that will bring up Orson's turn.
Well, since I'm up before the rest of my crew and haven't had any kind of intervening hand, I'm going to fire. I'm going to attack with a vehicle weapon.
Okay.
At the... it doesn't matter. The one on the right.
Okay. Is that your right or stage right?
Stage right.
Okay.
That one.
Yeah.
Did that thing for you? Okay. 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 I'm gonna roll. That's cocked. Okay. That's gonna be 17 to hit.
That is a hit.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool. And it looks like that's 5d10
Times 2. Yep.
times 2. Wow.
Big gun.
I guess.
Do 100 points damage.
56 points of damage.
Okay. So they close in on your tail, and you just take aim with those blasters and let loose. Your shot clips it in the back of the wings, and while it's not a huge hit, you also notice that these TIE fighters aren't shielded. So none of that damage is buffered at all. So they've got one of those big tall wings is just kind of smoking out the back. You're still in atmosphere.
Okay. Would I know if we are shielded?
You are.
Okay, that's good to know.
However,
Not even
they need
that
to
I,
be.
as a player, considered.
Your ship is equipped with shields. However, because of the power drain factor, they are not on all the time. You can raise or lower the shields with a swift action.
Cool, because I have one of those.
Perfect.
So I'm going to do that.
Okay. So you get your shields up and you kind of see just this kind of translucent barrier just buzz around the ship.
Okay. That probably would have been a good starting action, but it's fine. And I'm not going to move. I mean, I got to stay where I'm at, so I can't move the ship as the co-pilot, right?
No.
Okay. Yep, then that's me.
Okay. Then it will be Ori.
Okay. I think I'm going to use a full round action to do all-out movement.
Okay.
So, I'll move up to 4 times the vehicle's speed, all in a straight line. I don't know if we have a dex bonus to reflex defense as a vehicle. I didn't see it.
Your vehicle does.
Okay, it would lose that dex bonus in doing this.
Okay.
But we can
And
move like 48 tiles.
No, it'll
And
be... We're in starship scale, so it'll be... You said 4 times?
mm-hmm.
Then it'll be 12 squares.
Okay, I see.
And Orson won't be able to fire next turn. I know.
Why would you take this from me?
I'm sorry. I thought if we have more speed than them, I thought we could just get off the map. Maybe this is not wise. I don't know.
How long does plotting a course take?
At least a minute.
So maybe this is a bad choice and we should just kill.
Too late now.
Because is a round of combat 6 seconds?
Yes.
Rari's gonna have to plot our course.
Oh no. This
Honestly, because I don't know if I can attack.
There's only one place to shoot from, and it's the co-pilot chair, I think, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And if I do this all-out movement, gunners cannot attack until the start of my next turn. So maybe that's a bad plan. I thought we could just be fast and get out of the way, but maybe if that's not good, if the gracious GM would let me do something else, I could.
I'll let you run it back.
Okay, thank you.
Actually,
I could use a full turn to... Oh. There's a full attack vehicle combat action that I can do. If you're capable of making more than one attack because you have the double attack feat or a similar ability. Oh, no, that means I would have to do it. So what can I do as a pilot?
You can move, you can fight defensively, you can try and increase your vehicle speed. You can ram, although I wouldn't advise it.
That seems not good. Attacking defensively and moving. Can I do those both? Or is it one or the other?
Well, the guns are linked to the co-pilot seat. So,
okay.
You cannot attack from where you are. The move is a move action, and fight defensively is a standard action. You can concentrate more on protecting your vehicle than hurting your enemies. You and all gunners on your vehicle take a -5 penalty to your attacks, but the vehicle gains a +2 dodge bonus to reflex defense. So you could do both of those if you wish.
And if you don't make any attacks, if I make any attacks on the next turn, they're at a -10, it looks like, right? And she doesn't have any guns.
If you choose to make no attacks, your vehicle gains a +5 dodge bonus to its reflex defense, and all gunners on your vehicle take a -10. Yeah.
So it's kind of your call if you want to try and avoid getting hit. Because I will have a hard time hitting with a -10.
I don't... The more explanation, I don't know that we can outrun this. So I want to do whatever I can to help you hit. Just
if we're going to try to go for like the middle ground, it looks like increased vehicle speed is a swift action. And it's a pilot check to increase your speed by 1 square. So go from 3 to 4. The higher you roll, it could go better than that. But if you fail it, we move down the condition track.
Oh, okay. So for my standard action, I could aid you, possibly, right? As a standard action, I can aid your next attack, skill check, ability check, or attack roll. That might be a good thing to do.
Okay.
So you can blast them. And then as a swift action, I'll increase vehicle speed.
Okay. Go ahead and... So first, let's make the pilot check to aid.
28.
Okay. So Orson will get a +2 on his next attack. And then make your pilot check to increase vehicle speed.
24.
All right. You
I
successfully...
have really good...
Yeah.
My pilot skill.
That makes sense, yeah.
You successfully increase the speed on your vehicle, so you can move 4 squares. Okay. So it will be Rari's turn next.
Okay, so am I able to like try and plot a course?
You can use computer, yeah.
I try and do that. Uh, 15.
Okay. So that'll take you some time. And that will bring up the TIE Fighter's turn.
Okay.
So that'll be 29 damage to the Restless Rancor. They open fire with their blaster cannons. So 15 of that will get absorbed by your shields. Then your shields will go down by 5. So your shields are at 10. And then the rest is actually absorbed by the damage reduction on your ship. So that blast is mostly absorbed by the shields. The vehicle itself doesn't take any damage.
Reduction and SR's shield. Sorry.
Yep. Essentially, whenever you take damage, it goes into the shields first. If it takes more damage than the shields total, it still absorbs that damage, but then it goes down by 5 for the next attack. So essentially, it's lowering your shield's effectiveness every time.
Sure.
After that, it goes to your damage reduction, which is just how physically durable the ship is. And this time, it looks like your ship absorbed that damage. If it still did more damage after that, then it would eat away at your hit points.
Are the shields, so that's something that we don't have a systems operator, but is that something they would recharge them, it looks like?
Yes.
Is that something that's possible on our ship? Like, I know Rari right now is plotting a course, so probably is occupied, but if we were a 4-person crew, would somebody even be able to do that on this ship?
Yes.
Okay.
But that is their turn, which brings up Orson again. Oh, sorry,
Okay,
they moved. My bad.
Oh. I'm going to go ahead and plug away at the one that I've already fired at.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 19.
That will hit.
Actually, the exact same thing. 56 points again. 28 times 2.
Okay.
Wait, it is times 2, right, on my roll?
Yep.
Okay.
I think all Starship weapons have that ×2 modifier. It's just so that you're not, like, rolling just absolute mountains of die.
Makes sense. Cool.
But Orson cracks off another volley, and this time the TIE Fighter just get it right across the middle, from wingtip across the cockpit to the other wingtip. and it goes spiraling out of control and explodes.
Does it hit the other one?
It does not.
All right. Fair enough. Boo. Okay, I don't have any other swifts that I need to take care of, so that's it for me.
You did just take double attack, right?
I did, yeah.
So if you wanted to take another attack at a -5, you could.
Oh, okay, that applies here?
It does.
Cool. I will then.
Mm-hmm.
Do I still get my +2 from the aid, or was that used up on the first one?
That is until the next attack, so that wouldn't apply here.
Okay, so I got a 16 minus 5 is 11, plus 6 plus 1 is 18.
That is also a hit.
Oh, my lord. $52.
52 damage.
Yes.
All right.
26 times 2. I don't even have a gun like that. I'm the co-pilot, but it just feels right. It's probably like a touch screen.
It is a lot like the Millennium Falcon in A New Hope, where it's like this really old kind of like very blocky digital readout.
Sure. Yeah, like asteroids almost.
Yeah.
Asteroid. Yeah.
So you fire off another shot, you whip around with the guns and fire at the other tie. And you get it right in the crossbeam support in between the cockpit and the wing, and you see a shower of sparks fly out into space.
Yeehaw! That's my turn.
All right, that'll bring up Ori.
Oof. Okay. I think I'll just do the same thing. That seemed to work well last time.
Okay,
I
so
will aid Orson. And I will increase the vehicle speed. Get the heck out of there.
all right, go ahead and make those pilot checks in that order.
First one, I've got a 21.
Okay.
Second one... No, that's not good. That's 12.
All right, since that was the check to increase your speed, that'll bring you down on the condition track by 1.
Yikes. Me
So-
personally or the ship?
The ship. So the ship will have a -1 to its defenses and a -1 to its attacks.
Oh no.
But a +2, so...
From aiding, yes, that was successful.
Yes.
But you can still move, I believe.
3.
Where is that?
Your vehicle speed does not increase?
Yeah, okay.
That's all it says, I think, right?
Yep, that's right. Just making sure that it wasn't like you can't move that turn or something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
So if that does it for Ori, that'll bring up Rari. She's still typing away, plotting a course. Which brings up the ties.
Uh-oh.
So, this TIE fighter screams back up to you, loops around and launches off another volley for, this time it was 31 damage. So 10 of that gets absorbed. The DR takes the next 15, and then your ship takes 6 damage.
And our shields are at 5 now?
Correct.
Okay.
That will be their turn, which brings up Orson again.
Well, I'm gonna shoot him.
Mm-hmm.
That's the highest I've rolled so far, so I will hit them. That was an 18 before anything else.
Awesome.
60 points.
Yeah, so this last desperate gambit, he comes screaming in, fires off a shot, just barely gets through the shields, and Orson returns fire and gets it right in the cockpit, and it blows up.
Take my knife out, cut a little notch. And then another one. Got him.
All right. So, with your course clear of any fighters, you don't see any more coming up. Rari finishes plotting her course. And you guys can punch it.
I'd love to.
So, with the threat of the TIE fighters dealt with and the glow of hyperspace illuminating the cockpit, you are left to your own devices as you travel to Dathomir.
There's probably not a lot we can do about the damage we took internally, right? I mean, that would be something where, once we're on the ground, we could assess.
Yeah.
Is there anything we can do right now to, like, repair the shields at all?
Yes, now that you're out of combat, you can recharge the shields while you're in hyperspace.
Okay, we'll do that.
Perfect.
Once the shields are good to go, Rari's just gonna leave and go right to, like, the room she's been staying in.
But which room? The bunk room, or are you reclaiming?
I'm reclaiming that single bedroom.
Oh my gosh.
Rude.
The drama.
Well, I have some questions for Katha. So, I will go to wherever she is.
She was strapped in the cockpit for that, but she looks a little bit shaken up.
Hey, Katha.
Hi.
Do you need a minute?
Maybe just a minute. Are you okay?
No. But thank you for checking in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would love to chat with you when you're feeling a little better. Just find me on the ship, I'll be around.
Sure. I just need a few minutes, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, it's okay.
Okay.
I'll go mess around with the holocron that I have.
Okay. Are you still in the cockpit, or are you doing this? Are you finding another tucked away place?
I think Katha needs some space. Oh wait, she left.
She left, yeah. She went to the common area.
Yeah, I'll hang around in the cockpit.
Okay.
Cool. I'm sitting in the co-pilot seat, by the way.
Is that okay with you?
Oh, I don't care. I just wanted you to know I have not left.
Okay. I won't tell him I won't say anything too crazy.
But that's fine. I'm just vibing. So I just didn't want you to be like, this is some secret important thing, and then you're like, hey, Orson.
No, it's okay. You can be wherever you want. Do whatever you want.
All right.
So what are you doing with the holocron?
I want to open it.
Okay. You were greeted by the ghostly figure of the magistrate, Raffin.
Hi, Raffin.
Hello.
Do you remember what we talked about last time? Do you have memory?
You will have to repeat that.
Okay. How do you know the difference between the right thing and the good thing to do?
That seems approaching something rather philosophical, which is difficult for a construct such as myself to answer. When one opens themselves up to the Force, it can provide answers for many of your conundrums, many of the quandaries that life can throw at you. However, the good thing and the right thing might also be two different things. They might also be the hardest thing. I'm afraid without more context, I can't provide any more information.
That's helpful. I often feel like I do bad things for good reasons. And it doesn't sit right. Killing someone to defend my family? What do the Jedi think about those kinds of things?
Well, the Jedi Order tried to prevent attachments for this very reason. Because the more you have something, the more you fear to lose it. And we were taught that fear is the path to the dark side. I'm not quite sure how much I agreed with that. Sometimes having someone, something to fight for can sometimes alter your perspective. In my opinion, it can alter it for the better.
Who were you fighting for, Raffin? I say from across the room because just here. I'm not sure that... I don't know anything about this. Is this a conversation that you're just having with Raffin, who I think is dead? Anyway.
Previously, Ori did only tell Rari about Raffin, so this might come as a surprise to Orson.
We were just talking about that, yeah.
He says, I was fighting for my people, so that they could have a brighter tomorrow.
Oh, Orson. This is, an AI version of him. It's not really him.
Oh. That makes sense. I thought maybe you guys pulled a really neat trick.
No. I think it's an image of him and his thoughts, and I think it's from the past. I don't fully know how it works. I've asked about Katha and Mila, and he doesn't seem to know who they are.
Does he know the recipe of that drink that he made when we were at his house?
You could ask him.
I asked him.
While I may have known that, the information in this holocron is limited to knowledge of the Jedi Order.
So it's not like a religious drink?
Not to my knowledge.
Understood.
Well, I mostly just needed some advice about that. Orson, if you have anything to ask him, you can. But otherwise, I'm just gonna go and eat and sleep.
Do you think Raffin that finding this girl, this one person, is really going to change that much.
I believe that the Empire is afraid of fire, which is why they've been working so hard to wipe the Jedi out. Because the light that they carry is contagious. And I think that the hope that the Order carries spreads. And while I don't believe any one person can turn the tide, I believe that any one person can.
That's my only question.
I hope I was of assistance. Did you need anything else?
I don't
Alright.
think so.
Okay.
No.
It just kind of collapses back into itself. So it's been a few minutes. If you wanted to go talk to Katha, or if you wanted to go talk to Rory, choice is yours. Or if you didn't want to talk to Rory.
I don't think I do. I don't especially want to talk to Rory or Orson.
I don't know what Orson did, but okay.
He killed someone.
I
Oh.
killed someone, to Ori's knowledge.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll go grab a seat by Katha.
Okay.
I'll make her... We have, do we have chaff?
Not specifically. You've got some, it's like an old bottle of, like, Corellian, not ale, it's more like a whiskey. It's real
Oh,
stiff.
that's right. Okay. I'll pour her a drink. If
Okay.
she wants it. So I'll just put it in front of her and allow her to have it if she wants it.
She doesn't meet your eye contact, but she will, actually take the cup, and she just says, "Thanks."
Hey, no problem. I was wondering, Raffen had a lot of faith. Has had a lot of faith in Myla's abilities. Do you have any of those abilities?
She just kind of stares at the cup, and she kind of just spins it for a little bit, like she's just sort of fidgeting with it. She goes, kind of. It's complicated. Ever since the Empire, I have struggled with it, and I've spent most of my effort trying to get away from it because I don't want it to be a beacon.
So you can almost like you can turn it off and on at will?
No, more like I can turn it down. And I think I've spent so many years with it all the way down that I think it's getting hard to hear.
I can hear it.
You can. I thought that was you. the three of you were so close, I couldn't quite make it out who it was.
Yeah, it's kind of a new development.
How does it feel?
Undeserved?
Oh. You can't think like that. Some people think the Force has a mind of its own, but I guess that's sort of true. But at the same time, I think it's fair. I don't think it is a burden or, how would you put it? A responsibility. I think that you need it. And I think either consciously or subconsciously you've reached out to it and it answered.
You were saying it was like a beacon?
Yes. Just as Raffen could sense Mila, others that can sense the Force can do so as well, and depending on the strength of the Force user, sometimes over great distances.
Can understand why you would be hesitant to train Mila.
Yeah. But, like I said before, if not training her still leads to this, then maybe she should be trained. If you're any evidence, then the Force can also bring the power to defend oneself.
I was also curious about how you met Raffen.
Oh. Well, I lived on Corland for a time. I remember when he became magistrate. We were friendly, but he sensed when Mila was born. And that relationship became tumultuous, but now I'm starting to think that maybe he was right. You must think I'm an awful mother.
Not in the slightest. You remind me a little bit of someone.
Who's that?
You'd do anything to keep your daughter safe, the one that you love more than anything. My sister does that for me. Can I ask you a really personal question?
Maybe? She kind of gives like a very nervous chuckle.
Raffen and Mila. Is there a connection there other than a mentorship one?
I know that there's, if you don't mind me saying, if it feels like there's a cloud hanging over your sister. And if she's anything like me, well, she may not know where to draw the line. I felt so helpless without the Force to find my daughter. And I thought that if we just stayed down and hid, that maybe everything would be alright. But I wanted to thank you for everything you're doing to find her. I don't have much to give you, but if there's any way I can ever repay you, you have my thanks.
We don't expect anything in return. Thank you. This has helped me a lot. This has meant a lot.
Oh, of course.
If you ever get the chance to talk to Rari, I think that would mean a lot to her too. To have someone who understands.
Okay.
Well, I will scoot my chair and leave her to her stiff drink.
Okay.
Go do Ori things, tinkering around, hanging out.
Okay. Before I forget, you guys can go ahead and rest, heal up.
That sounds fantastic. I got shot a lot.
You guys took some hits against the Mandalorian. Alright. Any more conversations or actions while you're traveling?
Not from me.
I'm good.
Okay. So, the rest of the trip goes by. You find some rest, you find some food and some drink. When you arrive at Dathomir, you exit hyperspace to a planet bathed in the light of a red sun. This place seems strangely peaceful, especially compared to the hustle and bustle of Malastare that you just left. There are no space stations here, no coming and going traffic. You are not hailed, no one seeks to intercept you or direct you elsewhere. Ori, you can make a use the force check for me real quick.
14.
You can use a force point. Oh, okay.
Wait. I want to use... Okay, it's a 15, but... Yeah, I can use a force point. And that would add... a 1d6?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, that sounds great. I would love to.
Great.
Ooh, I got a 4, so... 6 plus 14... 15... 19.
Okay. You stretch out with your four senses, and there is, as quiet as it seems on the surface, there is a thriving current of life on the surface. There is almost a primal sense to it. Almost just an iron will, a determination to survive. You just kind of get hit with this.
There's a lot of critters down there.
Did Rory come out of her room? Okay.
Yep.
Katha is just kind of standing in the cockpit. She's kind of leaning against that armchair, that passenger chair there. And she kind of nervously shifting her weight between her legs. She goes, "Okay. So where to now? I'd rather not waste any time if we had to."
The Mandalorian said she was on this planet.
Yeah, but where?
Did I sense her at all?
Not there, no.
I can't sense her.
Oh, is that how we're doing this?
What do you mean?
I mean, it's a big planet. Are we just using the Force to find her?
The Mandalorian didn't give us... I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, GM. The Mandalorian didn't give us coordinates, just gave us a planet.
He did not, no.
And then Rory shot him. Are we seeing, as we're skirting the atmosphere here, any signs of civilization? Any kind of buildings or clearings that seem man-made? Things that are too perfect? Circles, squares in the geography? Things that kind of just stand out?
Not really. This seems like a mostly unsettled planet.
Do you have any suggestions, Katha?
She said, "Well, it's been a long time since I've done this, but maybe we can try and reach out to her together."
Sure.
Okay. She'll ask to kind of just find some place where you guys can just sit. Probably just on the floor. And she kind of coaches you about just your breathing and relaxing. And then she coaches you on both of you breathing in sync. And then reaching out with the Force. So go ahead and make a use the Force check to aid Katha.
It's really good. I got a nat 19 plus 9 is 28.
Okay. So you could already sense that the planet Dathomir is a teeming mass of life. You sense mostly flora and fauna, all the dark desperation of survival. But as you open yourself up more and meld your senses with Katha's, you start to feel something. It seems familiar to you, although you're not sure if it instead feels familiar to Katha. You grasp at it, following the thread, until it feels like you're racing towards the planet below, narrowing in on this beacon of light in a massive darkness. Suddenly, a dark presence swallows the senses, like a blanket being thrown on a fire. You are pulled back into the cockpit, your eyes snapping open to meet Katha's. She flashes a brief smile, and you realize that you know exactly where to go.
That was insane. First off. Second, what was that at the end?
She says, "I'm assuming that is whoever has her." She kind of like sways a little bit. She's like, "I'm so sorry. It's been so long. I think I might need to lie down. Are you okay? Do you know where to go?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. She stands up and starts out of the cockpit, but she kind of puts her hand on the bulkhead and turns around. She goes, "May the Force be with you."
You as well.
And also you.
And with your Force Ghost.
So what was that?
We found her. It felt like I was a part of the planet. It was kind of crazy.
You've been getting really weird lately.
All right, so if you know where to go, let's go.
I'll try to find a halfway decent place to land.
Okay. So as you break through the clouds, the area below seems to be a dense jungle. The closer you get, the more you realize that you may need to set the ship a little bit farther away than your intended destination and walk a little bit on foot. But you bring in the ship for a landing on a small bluff that is clear of the jungle underbrush.
Whoa, this map is so cool. The lighting effects are really nice.
Thanks. As the boarding ramp lowers, you are hit with a wave of hot, humid air rushing in. As the pneumatic hissing of the ramp dies down, you hear echoes of wildlife and the buzzing of insects. Before you, just down a small slope, is a crumbling stone arch. Beyond lies a twisting labyrinth of vines, underbrush, and glowing trees.
I will start walking in the direction that I sense her.
Yeah.
I'll follow.
Okay. Want to get a walking order through that arch for me, please?
I'll probably lead.
I would like to step around the arch.
Okay.
But I'll go after.
It is...
If you want to hold up the rear, Ari.
Yep.
It is like thick underbrush. You find it hard to get through, even just like a quick kind of scoot around. This jungle just seems to be overtaking anything that is in its path, but you can do a quick little scoot around the arch if you don't want to go underneath it.
I don't. Orson's not superstitious. He's a little stitious.
I will move through it, keeping an eye out for anything weird.
Okay.
Is it alright if we move our characters, or would you prefer to do that for us on this map?
No, you can go ahead and move them.
That was my goal right there.
Okay. You can just go ahead and keep exploring at your own pace.
Taking corners.
So the air is thick here as you kind of traverse this area. There's kind of these bioluminescent specks kind of as you traverse. They appear to be some sort of small insect. Going down here. All right. So, as you round that corner, you come upon 3 arachnids. Their thoraxes sit kind of on top of their heads, giving them an oddly vertical appearance. Each one has 4 black eyes that seem to lock into your direction as you approach.
Why would you do this to me?
And we just slowly back away? Do they follow as I take 5 steps back?
They do. So we will roll initiative here.
Natural 20.
Hello.
Which is a 32.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have
Sorry,
a
what
12.
are we rolling?
Initiative?
Oh, initiative. Okay.
Yeah, we gotta fight the spiders.
Poor Kelsey.
I got a 12. No, kill him with fire. They can't be left to live.
And
I didn't.
what did Ori
Wasn't able
get?
to get the flamethrower.
Sorry, I have a 12.
Okay. Out of Dex, who's going first between Rari and Ori?
I have 17
probably-
in dex.
I have a 16.
Okay, so Orson is first, then Rari, then Ori, and then the spiders.
I mean, I guess seeing them kind of like back up, maybe. I'm not sure I would even get the sense of what's going on. Maybe I guess maybe I just swing around the corner and actually see the enemies, because I don't think I could from that
Yeah.
area. I'm not sure if that makes sense, or if honestly, if I'd just be like, all right, I guess we're leaving. But for the sake of keeping people alive, I think I'll move right there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna crack off a shot against this this one here.
Okay.
Just a normal one.
All right.
That's a 24 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
Okay, that's good news. Amazing damage. 10, 19, 25, plus 3, plus 2 is 30 points.
And that was against the top one here?
Correct.
You crack off a shot right between all 4 eyes, and it just, crumples into the ground. As you do, just this cloud of, sort of thick green gas puffs out of it.
Ooh, yeah, I don't like that. I can't take a double shot because I moved, right?
Correct.
Okay. Then I'll dodge against the southernmost one on the map.
Got it.
And that's my turn.
All right. Which brings up Rari.
All right, I'm going to aim at this one.
Okay. So that's 2 swifts.
Yep. And then I'm going to take a shot.
Okay.
That will be 26 to hit.
Definitely a hit.
What does aim add?
I just got the Deadeye feat, which lets me add more damage if I aim for my... So I get to add another dice
Nice.
to my attack.
For every character, aiming also reduces any cover bonuses that they might have,
Okay.
so that they are easier to hit.
Okay. If they're not in cover, there's no flat bonus.
Nope.
Okay. Good to know.
26 points of damage.
Same thing. You fire off a shot with your blaster pistol, and just disperses this sickly-looking gas.
In like a 5 foot or a 1 meter cloud, a 1 block cloud.
Roughly.
Okay.
And then I can't dodge now because that would be a swift action and I don't have any of those left, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
All right.
That'll be my turn.
Which brings up Ori.
Can I use force powers freely? Or
You can.
do they have a cost?
So, to explain to you and also the audience, when you have force powers, like you just got at this last level up, those force powers are added to what is called your force power suite. You can use anything in your force power suite once per encounter. Once you take 1 minute to rest, it all comes back.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Ori feels pretty confident after that time with Katha, so she's going to use Force Slam.
All right. That is, I believe, a 6 square cone.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you might need to get a little bit closer.
Okay.
That'd be about right, huh?
I think you might be able to get there. You can use the force check to activate the power, and that gets compared to the creature's fortitude defense.
At a 17.
Okay, so you surpassed its fortitude defense. You can go ahead and roll your damage, which is 4d6 of force damage.
Gonna be 14 points.
Okay. It also says that it is knocked prone. So you just kind of outstretch your fist, and this thing just like gets blown back onto its back. And it is knocked prone, but it is still alive. So you do have... What kind of action was that? I believe that was a standard.
It's a standard.
Yeah, then you still have your swift and your move left.
Okay. I will stay put, and I'll dodge.
Okay. That'll bring up the spider itself. It'll flip over, get back on its feet, and it will move to there, as far as it can get in its one turn.
Is that because it had to flip back over?
Yeah.
From prone? Okay. Nice.
So that'll bring up Orson again.
I'm gonna shoot it.
All right, go for it.
Or I'm gonna shoot at it. Does a 19 hit?
It does indeed.
Okay. I get 14 points.
With another crack of his blaster rifle, it dissipates into just a green cloud again. Alright, and we are out of combat.
Alright. Anybody seen anything like these before? Does this look familiar to Orson? Or to anyone else, I would ask?
You can make a knowledge life sciences check if you got it.
Great.
Otherwise, it would just be a general intelligence check.
Got a 6. The spider.
Yeah.
I got 18.
Yeah, you don't really know much other than this is some sort of local fauna. And you can definitely clock that it emits like a poisonous cloud when they're killed. Some sort of defense mechanism.
Not a very good defense mechanism if it only works after they're dead. Evolution is crazy.
Ori, you hear something that seems to come from behind you. It's sort of like a hiss, a whisper. And it's this hoarse voice that just says, "She's better off without you."
True, but rude.
Orson, you also hear something. Same sort of voice that says, "They don't need you." And Rari, yours, says, "You don't know what you're doing."
Alright.
Just hear that.
No. What's up? Did you hear something?
I thought I heard a voice.
That's crazy. I'm gonna reload.
Okay.
Is there anything behind the spiders that we haven't explored? It looks like there might be another path. Maybe? Might just be trees.
You can go and just kind of poke your head over there.
I would like to. I kind of want to keep a distance from the spiders.
If you would like to do that, that's fine. It seems like the gas has kind of dissipated. It's not hanging around, so.
Okay.
Woo!
North it is.
Loop-de-loops.
Oh, hi, Ori.
Okay. We'll keep you moving here.
Oh, so much walking.
Ow, my little feet.
Are those bones or are those branches?
Orson gets kind of a good look because he's closer, but it seems to just be some like debris, some underbrush, maybe a dead shrub that's decomposing or something like that.
Seems suspicious. We should keep an eye out around these parts. Anybody good at looking for traps? Is that just perception?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I have a pretty good perception.
Same.
Mine's good too. Okay.
But I'm not looking.
But I'm not gonna.
Split the party.
Uh-oh. Ori's going left. Orson's going right.
Yep, briefly. And Rari is stuck in the middle with you. Or like, oh, no, nobody's following me.
Then stay close.
Huh? What? No, I was looking around.
Oh no.
Oh no, what? I'm so zoomed out. Oh, I see. I was very far zoomed out.
Can I roll a perception check on what's going on here?
Yeah.
19.
So you do find some humanoid remains here. They appear to be back here, like in that corner next to the one off to your right. There is like a crumbling brick wall, some structure long left forgotten. But these two skeletons look like they've been here for a really long time.
I won't worry about that.
Yeah. They're skeletons. I mean, that's a long time. That doesn't happen overnight.
On its own.
Yeah.
Other things can make it happen overnight.
Oh, all right. I'll take your word.
You all start to hear the whispers again.
Ah, man.
Orson, yours says, "You said you'd only follow the money. The money's dried up. Why are you still with them?" Oriandra, yours
you're
says,
in trouble.
"She's carried your weight your whole life. What have you given her?" And Rarivas, yours simply says, "Murderer."
All right, so I was going the right way.
Yeah, let's keep going.
I don't mean to brag or anything, but
And Rari seems kind of cranky.
I'd like to find this girl and get off this planet.
But it's so lovely.
okay.
Oh, she really wants to get off the planet.
As you round this corner, the visibility gets a little bit better.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You find yourself in sort of a ravine between two downsloping cliffs. And up above you, there's a rope bridge connecting the two above your head. There are 2 spiders down on the ground before you, but there are also 3 humanoid figures. 2 with the spiders. Sorry, 1 with the spiders. And 2 above you on the bridge. They appear to be shirtless males, spiked heads, red and orange in color, chalk war paint designs all over their bodies. They're wielding a collection of primitive spears and bows. Once they see you, the one on the ground has a spear. He points at you and says something. We'll roll initiative there.
What does he say?
He says something in a language that none of you speak.
Well, how do you know?
Because I wrote down all your languages.
What if I learned one?
Did you?
No.
But I could have.
Roll
How much
20.
downtime did we have? Sorry.
Sorry, what was that?
Roll 20.
Natural 20?
Yes.
Nice.
I have a 25.
I have a 24.
Good rolls, guys.
Not really. That was a 12 for me.
I had a 19. Jeez.
No one gets to drop on Orson. Except Orson.
Okay.
He's always watching.
So, Rarivas first, then Ori, then Orson. Then the enemies. So, go ahead, Rari.
Alright, I'm gonna take aim at the one who pointed his spear.
Okay.
Which one was that? The one on the ground?
Yep.
Yeah. And I'm going to shoot.
Alright.
And that will be 24 to hit.
Where did his defense go? Okay, yes, that is a hit. I just couldn't find it on the page.
Oh. Jerks.
Who's a jerk now?
My dice. I rolled very low. 12 points of damage.
Alright.
What you doing, Ori?
Oh, sorry. Could you guys see that?
Yeah.
I didn't realize you could see that. I'm sorry.
Pay no attention.
What's about to happen?
How much damage did you just do?
12.
Okay.
I
Alright.
rolled 2 1s and a 2,
Oh, no.
and then a 4.
It do be that way.
Alright.
That's my turn.
Yeah, that's 2 swifts and a standard. Which brings up Ori.
Has it been a minute since I used my force power?
Yes, you guys have been slowly making your way through the jungle. You guys took some time after that last battle.
Okay. I think if I'm... Nope, one more. I think if I'm here, I can get everybody in the 6 square radius.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Force Slam again.
Alright. Do it up.
It's a 19 plus...
Ooh.
Use the Force... 20... Oh gosh, 28.
Yeah.
Nice.
Great roll. Go ahead and roll your damage.
It's the 6 on the ground. Okay, 6... 15, 16 points of force damage.
Okay.
Is that the actual damage type? Force?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a capital F.
Yeah. I bet. Oh, wow.
So the guy that Rari hit just kind of crumples to the ground and doesn't get up. Everyone else is now prone.
Is that good for ranged attacks in this?
If you are making ranged attacks, well, it is... You're easier to hit in melee, but you're harder to hit with ranged.
Okay.
All right. So like I said, that one guy goes down. Everyone else is prone now. You moved and you did a standard, so you've got a swift left.
I will dodge the not the spider that's right in front of me, but the guy.
Okay.
The creature, the humanoid.
Yeah. You got it.
Yes.
And that brings up Orson.
And those ones had bows?
Yes, the two on the bridge have bows.
Okay. I'm gonna crack off a shot against the spider that is closest to Ori.
Got it.
That is a 20 minus whatever, I don't know. What is it, like -2 because they're prone, or?
Oh, that makes sense why you were bringing that up now. I didn't even think about that. It is a -5.
Okay, so that brings it down to a 15.
Against the spider, you said?
Yes.
That is still a hit.
Oh, all right, cool. That's 17 points on that spider. Of pew pew.
The spider, before it can crawl back to its feet, crumples in a mess of legs and gas.
Is the humanoid that's on the bridge too high up to be affected by the gas?
It seems that way.
Okay. Well, I haven't moved, and I don't need to do anything else really, so I'm going to try and shoot the other spider too.
All right.
That's cocked, but it would have been a really nice natural 20. That's a 24 minus 5 minus a 14.
A 14 just barely hits, yes.
What?
Wow.
Okay.
It was knocked down on the condition track because of Ori's force power, so that also helped.
Okay. Not good, damn. I mean, with the extra stuff, I guess it's 12? Is that gonna do it?
Yes. Nails the second spider. Cracks off a couple of shots on his turn.
Yeah, that's all I have, but I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah. And now their turn. The two remaining guys on the bridge will both target Ori with their bows.
That makes sense.
These two arrows just kind of both miss Ori. And that is their turn. So they will bring up Rarivas again. Top of the order, that natural 20.
All right, I'm going to take aim at this one.
All right.
And that will be 15.
15 does not hit. Shot goes above his head and he kind of ducks.
That's all I got.
All right. Ori.
I'm gonna shoot at the one that's closer to me.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Yes. Go ahead and roll your damage. Make sure to double it.
Is it double before the modifiers in this? Or is it double
No.
everything?
Just the die damage is doubled.
Double the die damage. Okay.
Good die damage. So I rolled 16, 12, and 8. Totaled.
That's 36.
36 plus 40 points of damage.
Okay. Ori just cracks off a shot. It nails that guy. Like, he has a circle, like, right in the middle of his chest, drawn in chalk. And it, like, the blaster bolt hits him dead center.
A convenient target.
All right. Do you want to use your move or your swift
I will swift dodge.
against the last guy?
Yes.
You got it. No movement, though?
I'll stay put.
All right. That brings up Orson.
I'm gonna fire my laser. No.
Just
I
no.
rolled a 2. That is I believe that should put me at a 12.
Yeah, that's not going to do it.
So I'm gonna try and shoot him again.
All right.
That's much better. 18?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, nice.
Sorry, hang on. I apologize.
Oh.
You weren't doing -5 because of prone, right? Because I failed to mention that they did stand up on their turn.
I was doing -5 because of my second shot,
Okay, good.
but not because they were prone.
Okay.
I
Good.
wasn't doing -10.
Yeah.
Okay, but the 18...
18 is a hit.
23.
Yes.
But 18. Okay. Okay. $23 points.
He tumbles off the backside of the bridge.
Nice. I'm just chewing through ammo, though.
I mean, that's your job, though, right?
Yes, that is what I'm here for. I still have 5 more packs, even after going through 2. In 3 sessions.
All right.
Going through 1.
So with those defenders now silent, the jungle stretches before you once more.
The bodies that are on the ground, do they have anything of interest on them?
Just their weapons. So the one guy has a wooden spear, and the other guy has it looks like there's bits of metal in it, but it's mostly just like a wooden metal bow with a few arrows.
Would the symbol on their chest or their species mean anything to any of us?
You can make another life sciences check.
No. I have a 5.
Okay. Yeah, you don't know much about these guys. The symbols just kind of look like some sort of war paint. They look very near human, but not quite. There's still something a little bit alien about them.
Mm.
All right, let's keep moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, we must be going the right way if there's someone defending something. Or not.
As you spiral around and head towards the rope bridge, you get another whisper.
Gonna whispers, man.
Love them.
Orson, yours says, "What makes you think you're better than the Mandalorian? You're no different." Oriandra, yours says, "You couldn't cut it as a mechanic, and you can't cut it as a Jedi." And Rarivas, yours says, "There's an anger inside of you. You would kill to protect your sister, even if it means losing her in the process."
Your guys's are bad.
Oh no.
Mine's like, you're a mercenary, right? Aren't you a mercenary? And I'm like, usually, yeah. Sorry.
Okay, you can resume traversing the area. You can go ahead and Lion King a Wimbaway across this bridge.
I won't do that.
Oh, I was ready for it.
Didn't think I could nail the high notes.
I get that.
All right.
All right. You're making your way through this jungle. It is hot, it is muggy, but you're making progress. Okay. So, as you come down this stretch, you are suddenly approaching this great stone formation, and in there, there seems to be a pathway going into a cave.
Nothing to it but to do it.
Sure enough.
Let's go.
So, as you walk into the cave, your eyes struggle to adjust to the new lower light level. You feel a cool stillness wash over you. And that's actually where we're going to end today's episode.
Oh! Interesting.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Indeed.
Man.
Quick
That forest
quick
was
VOD check.
insane.
How's everybody doing?
I'm doing good.
Doing good.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, that was fun, first of all. Orson, I don't think feels as I mean, the first one hurt, but the next two were just like, damn, you right. I'm not getting paid for this. What the hell are we doing? I mean, we got the ship though, so I feel like it's a job that was paid for that we gotta finish.
Yeah.
Well, We are going to be back next week with the final episode. So hold on to your butts, get that therapy, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.